What's up YouTube, it's Ravlar here, and welcome to another episode of Not Set From Scratch on an Ironman. So, last week I set myself the goal of doing 5 videos in 5 days, and after the 4th day I was shattered, so I had a little break. But don't worry, the content is coming thick and fast, just like your mother. So don't worry about it, we're going to be right back on the grind. Before we get started with today's episode, if you're from Belgium or you're English like me, my condolences. It's been a hard time, but we will get through this. Anyway, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video, guys. I'll see you at the end. So in the background, I am making a very foolish decision, and I'm buying a Death Touch dart from the Sea Merchant for 5 million GP, which is literally 90% of my cash stack. And I thought I would try and use it on the formidable Kalphite King, because if I get a dry gore, it's all good. It'll be so worth it. But sadly, this did not work out because the KK, well, I didn't get a very good return on investment, and I got some Torstal seeds. Now, this wasn't too bad because I suppose I need the Torstals for overloads and stuff, but still, I want a Draggle, man. Give me the flippin' Draggle. So, boys, girls, and Apache helicopters, I made a fatal error last video. I thought we were at the point of the series where I had enough fortunate components for the luck of the dwarves. It turns out I was a bit short, so unfortunately I'm going to be doing more clues this video, but don't worry, we're going to make a lot of progress. In the background I've got some hards and some elites, get a few fortunate components, nothing special. It was time for the monthly oyster, but sadly it didn't give me any fortunate components, but I got some nice tickets. And I also managed to get 100 fishing. Now, I don't really give a shit about XP, so that meant nothing to me. So I'm sure you're bored of me commentating over this clue rubbish, so I'm just going to play it in the background while I open them up, and we're going to play a little game. Sanjeev, hit the music. Sanjeev is my made-up assistant, by the way. So, in today's game, I'm going to give you 3 statements. One of them is true. Find out which in the next episode, and let me know what you think down in the comments. Statement 1. I once got caught masturbating in class. Statement 2. I have been taken out by a bull with horns. Statement 3. I slept with my girlfriend's sister. Leave it down below and find out which one's correct next week. Thanks for playing. So I withdrew all of my clue shit from the bank and I disassembled it all. It was very satisfying and extremely therapeutic, so if you haven't done so already, I highly recommend this. It's a lot of fun. But anyway, it turned out I was a few short again, so that meant I had to do more clues. So, back to the grind. Got some clues in the background here, a couple of elites, opened them up and got some fancy Robin Hood tights, which is fantastic because I was searching for an outfit for the gay bar later, and yeah, this is gonna be perfect. And yep, the easiest just shat out the normal stuff. So yeah, I think this was the point where I had enough fortunate components to make that bloody ring. So as you can see in the background, we have 68 fortunate components. We started off with 18. 68 minus 50 is 18. So yeah, that's enough, I think. Quick maths, by the way. I also had some spare fortunate components in the bank, like 7 or 8. So when the next rework of the Alchemical Onyx comes out, I should have a bit of a head start. I have to do clues again. Not looking forward to that. But anyway, one really awesome thing which I found was that when I was in the Polypore dungeon, you can buy these shitty level 5 magic armors from the little dude with horns. I don't know how to say them. The Garajo thing. And you can disassemble them, and they are actually really good for powerful and covered and protective components. So if you're struggling for that, you can do this on top of your mage shop runs. It's going to be in my guide, which is coming very shortly. So I thought I'd procrastinate some more before making the luck of the dwarves, and I had a few master clues to do. And yeah, one of them required me to make a wild pie, so I had to kill some bloody chompies. Oh, goodness gracious me. But anyway, I killed a few and I made a few raw wild pies, so if I get this challenge again, I can just do it easily in the future. Sadly, the Master Clue stuck its middle finger up at me and said, "Fuck you, Ravlar, you don't deserve anything good from this clue." So, yeah, I thought it was time to move on and get this goal out of the way and make that bloody ring. So, I wanted to do the Clin, or however the fuck you say it, to get the onyx. So, in order to do that effectively, I need to do the Fight Cauldron minigame to get shards so I could make the armor. I made the armor and I went in there with a familiar which I thought was full of food, so I thought I'd be very, very fine. Turns out I forgot to fill it up. But it turned out not to be a problem at all. It was very easy with the armor. I used the Sun Spear and Penance, and yeah, used literally touched no supplies. It was very, very easy. Sun Spear is great because you can switch the styles to, match the enemy's weakness, and that really helps. But yeah, got that onyx, no problem whatsoever. It turned out that I needed some other types of components to make this bloody ring. So I made some refined components by making junk refiners. I had to say goodbye to some rune bars, but it was worth it, and I actually also needed some precious components. So I made a lot of Slayer rings and disassembled them, and yep, it was time to make that beautiful ring. Boom. But of course I had to enchant it as well. Ba-ching! Oh, luck of the dwarves. This ring will serve me well. I know it. And I feel it in my bones. So I had my new fancy ring and I had a desert strike worm task. So I thought, you know what? It's time to test my luck. And, oh, well, bend me over and call me Brenda. It was quite the ridiculous task, because not only did I get one focus sight, no, not only did I get 2 focus sights, no, motherfucker, not only did I get 3 focus sights, no, I got 4 focus sights in one task. Oh, mate, that was quite ridiculous RNG, and I'm so relieved that I have got this, because this could have been a huge problem. And yeah, I can't be dealing with that stress no more, boys. I just can't be dealing with it. Next up, I got myself a Calgarian Demon assignment, and these are one of my favourite Slayer mobs in the game. So I went and got a Dark Light, which I thought I would use to kill them, but then I was hit with a 2000 billion IQ strat, and I thought I'd get the Hex Hunter bow and then kill them in the wilderness. It turns out that my IQ strat was around 20 and not 2000 billion. It turns out that they are so resistant against this fucking bow. There was like no point of doing it. It's a good idea, it just didn't turn out well. So instead, I just used my Dark Light and enhanced Excalibur. I used the Berserker aura, and that really helped, and that was pretty good, and better than I expected. So the Dark Light and a tier 75 offhand, so yeah, not bad at all. Good XP and some nice drops from these guys. Next assignment I got was Steel Dragons, and I finally realized it was time to make some super anti-fires. So I went to the desert and plucked this bloody chicken. It was so annoying because I don't have the desert hard or elite task done. That means I don't get double feathers per pickpocket. But with the crystal mask you never fail, so I suppose it wasn't too bad really. I then used the Dunge skill cape to teleport to the blue dragon place and collect some blue dragon scale. God, I remember watching plebs do this in like 2007 to make a bit of cash, and here I am doing it in 2018. Makes you think, eh? Makes you think. So the time came where I had to use my jungle strikeworm mask again, and I tied my dick in a knot for good luck, and I crossed my fingers and I prayed to Ganesh, and motherfucker, I got a focus sight. I was so happy, man. I was so happy. And you may be thinking, oh, Ravlar, why the overreaction? Well, bitch, in my last account, it took me 3,000 kills to get a focus sight. I went past 99 Slayer. And, you know what? I didn't just get one focus sight. Buy one, get one free. The luck of the dwarves doing work. I got another one. Yes. Big day. So fucking relieved. I can make my Slayer helmet fully. Oh, what a time to be alive. So I finally made it. Look at it. Look how beautiful it is. It's just such a massive weight off my shoulders. Yeah, this account is starting to... So I had a few clues remaining in the bank, and I thought, you know what? I feel lucky today. I got my full Slayer helmet. I'll just finish this off. But unfortunately, I didn't get anything super nice, but I did get a few fortunate components, which is always nice to add up to the collection for when the Alchemical Onyx update comes out. I ended up getting a master. I completed that. Man, I've got such bad luck from master clue scrolls. If you have some RNG, please share it with me. I would appreciate it greatly. Turns out the next task I got was an Aviancy task, and I was thinking in my mind, you know what, Ravlar? Yep, I think in third person in my mind. So you know what, Ravlar? You've got your ring. It's time to start bossing. Let the fun part of the series begin. And boom, bazinga! Man got an Armadillo chain skirt and a Godsword shard. So a great start to bossing on this account. You'll see a lot more coming up in the future episodes. Well, boys, girls, and Apache helicopters, thank you so much for watching. It's good to be back. That little break really helped me refresh, but the videos are going to be coming again really quickly, 3 a week at least. So expect a tips and tricks video on Sunday and a Nox video after that. And I've got something very secret planned up, and I have a feeling it's going to go viral. Well, as viral as RuneScape can get, so, you know, stay subscribed and stay on the lookout for that. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in a couple of days. To the outro!